Welcome, everybody. My name is Bree Holbrook, and this is our new affiliate call. And I am just thrilled. Lynn and I are going to be sharing with you guys some of our best tips and tricks. We're going to keep this just to 20 minutes, and then we're actually going to work with you to send some of your first messages. And don't worry if you're already nervous, so was I. I was like super nervous. I probably tried to quit in my first few weeks in business, year in business, like every other week or every other day. Okay. So, like when I'd get a no, I'd be like, I'm going to quit. Or like when I had my first event and nobody showed up to it except for like two people that didn't buy anything, I was just like, yeah, I knew that I wasn't meant for this. So, if you're already feeling like your palms are sweating, and you're feeling a little bit nervous, you're in good company. So I want to just introduce myself real quick, and then I'll let Lynn introduce herself. So, like I said, my name's Bree Holbrook. I'm here. I've been in Make Wellness since August, so I'm a newbie like you. But I've been in direct sales for many years. But I really, for the first several years, I just viewed my direct sales, I just really bought it as a raffle ticket, or like a lottery ticket. I thought, oh, this sounds really great. Let me just, play the lotto. And I know if I sign up and then I had somebody sign up that was really awesome, like I'm sure I could make a lot of money. And so that's how I viewed my business for several years, which is not the way you want to view it, because if you don't work it, it's not like the lottery tickets that you get. And so, anyways, I wanted to just share, I'm going to share with you a lot of my failures. I think that's where I can relate to a lot of people. But now, I've had a lot of success in the business. I've just overcome a lot of my fears. So, but I wanted to introduce you guys to one of my favorite leaders on my team, Lynn Schroeder. Lynn is an incredible leader. She also has a lot of direct sales experience, but I know in her mind, she wasn't necessarily like, oh, I've got this when she first joined. So she's going to share with you a little bit about her. I'm a mom of three. I'm a mom at heart, like first outside of my relationship with God. And then my husband and I just celebrated our 20-year anniversary, which I'm really grateful for. But Lynn is in a different stage of life. She actually doesn't even need the money, you guys. She does this because she really has a heart to give back and help. So tell them a little bit about you, Lynn, and then we can jump in.
Yes. So Bree is just such a wonderful person. So I'm so glad that she's the one who leads these groups because she comes at it with such authenticity. She is who she is. So my name is Lynn Schrader. I am a mom of three adult sons. The first two are twins, 27 years old, and the youngest is 24. And I have a background. I was a teacher for a number of years, and then I homeschooled our kids. And then about 15 years ago, I was introduced to direct marketing, direct selling, and just said yes on a whim. And was pleasantly surprised at where that took me and had some great success at that. But Bree is so correct. Hopping over to this company was like a little bit starting over. First of all, products are different, right? And we are all in such a great position because we are brand new. So we've been learning as we go somewhat. So I'm sort of starting over. So I'm just a little bit before you guys, but I could not agree with Bree any more than what she said is uh, do not think you're alone when you get a little frazzled sometimes because we all feel that way. But anyway, I'll give it back to Bree and then I'll hop in a second.
Awesome.
More.
Yes. So we just wanted to kind of give you a rundown of like how you can plug in, okay? Like these are times that you can do. Now, when you see these things, you don't have to do every call, Like when you look at this, we're not saying come to every call, but we're letting you know there are opportunities for you to plug in and learn. That's one of the biggest things that I could just say is learning and doing things while you're learning is huge. So Monday we have a Power 30 at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Monday night, we have a meet the team call. That's where Justin Prince, the founder, and several people on our team just kind of give a team update call. All of these are in Eastern time. So just put that in your, wherever your time zone is. Wednesday, Justin actually does a brand overview. It's a great thing. That is something that I would invite prospects to learn about the business side and the products both. That's at 8 p.m. Thursday, we have another Power 30. And again, these Power 30s, it's you would come and you work for a few minutes. We'll teach you, like, for example, how to post on Facebook, and then we'll actually post together. And then we're going to say, hey, here's a reach out, that you could use to reach out to people. And then we're actually going to take the time to do that. So that's another Power 30 is at 1 p.m. on Thursdays. There's another product overview. So like a deep dive, if you're looking into, like, you want to understand a little bit more about the products and like what's in there. Our biochemist, Alan Walker, talks a lot about, just the products at 8 p.m. There's several specialists as well that are on there. And then Sunday night, this is the most important call. Our Team Making Waves new affiliate training obviously is tonight. So if you have a new team member, have them plug in 8 p.m. To that. But then the meet the team call, or our team meeting, is at 8:30 p.m. every Sunday night. And if you can only come to one call every week, we just want to say prioritize that call. Okay, so Lynn, I'm going to put this back over to you. Tell them who it is that they need to be just really focused on helping and all that.
Yeah, so each one of you are going to be have your own unique why you did this, right? There's so many reasons why people say yes to this, but usually when we say yes, we already have people in mind that we really want to minister to. First of all, we all want to minister to people that want better health. But I also, me personally, I know the woman or gentleman, usually it's a woman for me, that I want to address. So I have honed my person in to personally, I want to help someone who is an empty nester like I am, who struggles with confidence like I used to, who wants to change something about her lifestyle or change something about her mindset. And we have some great forms back in boards that will help you hone into the person that you want to address. We do not want to come across as an infomercial. Who wants to listen to that or see that on social media at all? So really, we're truly in a servant mode. So the other one that I am wanting to minister is who I can serve. Somebody who wants to take control of their health, their wellness, they're exhausted, whatever. So I always try to think of somebody in mind who I want to address, and I always want to make it about them. It isn't about me, right? That's not why we're doing this. We're doing it to benefit other people, to help other people, either in the business or with our peptides. So Bree, this last one of the last ones on here, the last two, learn to ask questions and three-way connections. Bree is an excellent example of how to do this. So I'll go back.
I love that one. I think I just realized that I gave you the wrong slide. I didn't even prepare you for this one.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
you were supposed to do this one.
You
Yes,
go.
that's exactly right, Lynn. I think that's the biggest thing. And, I think you do this beautifully. Lynn does a great job. If you don't follow Lynn on social media, we can connect you with Lynn. Maybe you can type in your name or whatever that they could, find you. But basically, one of the things that I love that Lynn does so beautifully is she really has that person in mind that she wants to help. So everybody has a different person, okay? So your leader is going to help you with figuring out who that person is that you want to help. Now, usually you guys, that person is you. It was you before you said yes, okay? Maybe you're struggling with, like, I was thinking about, like, after having three kids, like I definitely had a weight gain problem. I wanted to stay at home with them, but I just didn't really even feel like I had an option to do that. So that's what made me kind of want to join my former company. So anyways, just think about what were the problems that you had, basically. So going on to the post real quick, your leader is going to help you with your first post, and you want to include why you joined the business and who you want to help. Okay. Like we just talked about. And what happens when somebody says yes to your post? Okay. You're going to then message them. You're going to say, awesome. Are you interested in the products, business, or both? Okay. So again, you don't just post and pray. You want to interact with the people that are, it's sort of like view social media. And I'll just be honest. Okay. Like I didn't even use social media when I started my business. And I thought, there's no way that I'm even going to be good at this, because I haven't been doing social media for many years. And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you can start from scratch and still get to where you want to get. And sometimes it takes a little bit more time if you haven't been active on social media, but absolutely you can still help a lot of people. And that's what we're trying to say. We're saying if you have a heart to help people and you don't make it about you, you don't need them to buy from you to know that you're valuable. You know that your value is the fact that you are a creation of God and that God has made you. That is where your value comes from. So then you can just post on social media. And if you get one like, great. If you get no likes, you still know that about you. So we just want to say right here with the post, make sure that you go back to your leader. She's going to help you with your first post. She can kind of give you a framework and stuff like that. Anything else? Actually, you wanted to say something about social media real quick. Your pro tip is what, Lynn?
Yeah. So again, back to the whole infomercial thing. The best thing that you can do on social media is to use the graphics that Make has to a minimum. We really want to be real in our posts. So post pictures of yourself, pictures of your where you live, things that you're doing around your house. So we really try to keep to a minimum the graphics that Makewell provides to us on Facebook. Now we can do those in stories, you can do those in reels and things like that. But when it comes time to posting about why you're doing this, who you want to help, really the best thing that you can do is to keep it real. And that starts with using pictures of yourself, pictures of your family, pictures of what you're doing, that kind of thing.
I love that's a great pro tip. So, real quick, we just wanted to mention this. If you've not downloaded the Boards app, you can totally do that. It's very simple. Don't pay for the subscription unless you want to. You just X out of it. Your leader can help you with this. But basically, this duplication system, it's got a bunny. If you look for the bunnies, right now, if you go to the Boards app, you can just see the little bunny app. This is where you want to, like, hang out, is this duplication system. Okay. So people, if they're interested in the business, then you're going to send them the first, Justin's overview video, and you're just going to follow the steps. If they're interested in the products, you're going to follow that. Okay. And so right here, if you look in Team Making Waves, you can look, there's a Zoom, there's the Zoom, and then you see the little bunny right there, steps to duplicate. That's what you're going to look for. So don't get overwhelmed with, like, oh my gosh, there's so many things in the Boards app, blah, blah, blah. I got to know everything. No, no, no. You don't have to know everything. Just this is where we're pointing you to say, just follow this. If somebody's interested in the products, you just follow those steps. And basically, just biggest thing is to connect them with your leader. Okay. Like, I always tell people, until you have your first 5 customers and 2 affiliates, I want you to connect every single person to me. Like, do that over and over and over. The people that aren't seeing an income with this, you guys, they're not connecting people with me, because what happens is, once you're connected to your leader, then your leader kind of takes it from there, and you can learn quickly. Okay, so Lynn, share with them how to avoid overwhelm because
Yeah.
I know sometimes it can feel like a fire hydrant when you're learning all of this stuff. It won't be like this forever, but how do you help people avoid overwhelm?
Yes, yes, yes. You will get to a point. I bet you will get to a point where you do feel like that there is so much information coming out at you, just like Bree said, like water out of a fire hose. We are so grateful to our leadership in this company because they provide so many resources for us. What if you need anything, it's there for you. But the caveat is there's a lot of resources and it can be overwhelming. But to avoid overwhelm, Bree said this at the beginning when she talked about the calls that we have access to the Monday through Sunday. Pick one or two, pick one call, pick two calls, knowing that they're always going to be recorded. And the same thing goes for activity. There are so many things that we can do in this business, but just pick one activity. Maybe it's one activity, one thing at a time. Maybe it's on Monday, you reach out to new people. On Tuesday, you are putting out a post. On Wednesday, you are just putting, something out there to the world that is going to help them, that has nothing to do with make. On Thursday, you're following up. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm creating this system where I'm doing one activity at a time so that I do not get overwhelmed. You'll get to a point, though, that you're going to be able to do several activities, but to get you started off, do one thing at a time. Definitely mute your notifications because it's a good thing to do anyway. We want to be present with our family, right? With our loved ones. And this can be such a help, but it can also inhibit us. So mute your notifications and then definitely set work time. Some of you, I'm assuming, work a 9 to 5 job, and then some of you may not. So it's really important to set work time, especially if you are out of your house during the day. It's important for so many reasons because we want to be present with our family, right? So if you can keep hours of operation. Now, having said that, though, there's really some shortcuts that you can do to fill in a few gaps to make the most of your time. A lot of times before I leave my vehicle, I might look at my phone and say, okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes and send somebody, not even 5 minutes, and send out a message. Or I'm going to take a minute and follow up with somebody. So there are lots of shortcuts that you can do as well. And then the last point here, which is so important, is to communicate with your leader. They don't know what you need unless you tell them what you need, and really, really rely on them. I mean, they are there for you. They can help you get started on your first post. They can help you find things in boards. They can help you answer questions when you're not sure what to do. So really communicate with your leader. That will all help you to not feel so overwhelmed.
I love that. Yeah. And just remember, overwhelm is a choice.
Yeah.
So just tell yourself, I'm choosing not to be overwhelmed. I'm choosing to do the next thing. I have to do that all the time. Okay, lead with helping. So again, remember, this is your reminder, take the ick out of it. We're not trying to convince someone to say yes, but instead we're having a conversation to see if you're talking to somebody that you can provide a solution to. So you're going to lead with helping, serving, and your business, it will grow. You'll see, you're able to help more people, you'll make a bigger impact. You want to think about what problems can you help solve? Is it weight issues? Do they need more finances for the new year? I mean, my friend the other day was telling me, she's an attorney. She said, Bree, it's actually 11,000 more dollars this year than it was last year for this because of inflation. And so people are looking for additional ways to earn extra income. They're looking for ways to lose weight and all of the things. So this is your next step. You're going to share your excitement in a post, okay? You're going to begin your training, and then you're going to plug into Sunday night calls at 8:30 Eastern time. So before we go though, we're going to send our first message right here, but before we do that, I want to just tell you 4 reasons people fail. One, the company fails them. which we're not going to, the company's not going to fail you. This is like, the founder's amazing. I've gotten this question a lot. I've met him in person, had conversations with him. He's the real deal, legit. Okay. He's on our team. It's going to be amazing. Two, you can fail if you're not coachable. So I have this happen to me when people join me in the business. They're like, nope, I'm going to do it my way. I'm like, hey, do it this, do this post or whatever. Make it sound like you do it, you do you. And they're like, nope, nope, nope. And I'm like, well, you're probably not going to do very good, So number three, you're not consistent. You don't have those work hours. You definitely want to do that. And number four, they quit. Don't be a quitter. Okay. Most people quit in this business like the first like 3 months to 6 months. And really you've just planted seeds for everybody else to come along and get those people. So we're going to send your first message right here. We're going to take the next 5 minutes and send your first few messages. So right here, look right here. I'm so excited to share something with you because you're one of the first I thought of. I know you love. Think about, why did you think of them? Do they love taking care of themselves? Do they love fitness? Do they love helping others? Whatever it is, I am helping. And who do you want to help? I want to help moms. I want to help retirees, that want to lose weight, or whatever it is. Would you be open to hearing more about what I'm doing? Okay. So remember, you want to end with a question, or you could do something very, very simple right here. Hey, Sally, I have an idea I want to run by you, but before I do, how are you? Okay. You're just going to send those messages. Now, when you get those responses, guess what? You're going to screenshot that, send that to your leader. They're going to help you with the next step. So we're just going to be silent. We're going to take the next 5 minutes and do that. So go ahead and let's send our first few messages. Okay, guys, we're going to be hopping off right now. I am so proud of each and every one of you guys for sending your first few messages. If you've already sent your first few messages or first message, you can hop on to the 8:30 call that's happening right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, then hop back on because it'll close the recording. And then would love to see you back over there. We're going to be talking about some incredible ways to set goals for your new year. And if you've never set goals before, I was afraid to do that. You definitely want to hop on because we're going to be giving our best tips and tricks. Okay, we'll see you guys in a minute. Bye. Thank you, Lynn. Thank
Thank
you,
you, Bree.
guys.